moving along to, of course, the most amazing game of the weekend. This to me, this was like Christmas and New Year's, and then Easter, and the last day of school, and your retirement, and your marriage day, like the day you get married, your anniversary, all of it all sucked into one beautiful package. How about them Cowboys? Jerry, what happens when you don't have the referees bailing your ass out on the goal line? What happened, buddy? Oh, me, oh, my. Can we just – you were down 27-7 at the half. Hey, Dak, how about that MVP? Am I right? Hey, 400 yards and 2 picks. Talk about stat padding, you bum. You know what Dak Prescott is? He's a faster Tony Romo. I'm going to say it. He's a faster Tony Romo. He can have great offensive stats in the regular season. He can look great. He can be the promised land. He's Jared's guy. Come playoff time, Dak's going to turn into a pumpkin. He's going to be like a grandma out there because he doesn't know which player is on the right team. He's throwing more balls to the other guys than he is guys to the end zone. And I just got to say, like, you can look at the counting stats of this game. You look at the box score. It does not tell you the full picture. First of all, the fact that this is a 16-point spread between these two teams, no. This was like a 100-point spread. The Packers scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter when it was fourth down in 4th and goal territory. They could have just kicked the field goal, but they said no. They wanted to embarrass you, and that is exactly what they did. And you know what? You know who feels sorry for you Cowboys fans? Not this Lions fan. Hey, what happened to that ineligible man downfield? You know, maybe he should have just, like, written to the ref. You know, maybe it was just too confusing of a play, Cowboys fans. And you know what else is crazy? I've seen more Lions playoff wins in my lifetime than I've seen Cowboys trips to the NFC Championship. Ain't that something? Because this team, every year, they'll do this. They'll win 10 games. They'll win 11, 12 games. And then they'll just show up in the postseason, and they will look like ass. They will look horrible. Not like they play a shootout and it comes close. They always find a way to embarrass themselves. Go back to last year. Final play, Zeke Elliott under center. Did you even try, Mike McCarthy? Go back a year before. Hey, Dak, let's run up the middle. Slide down. Wait, we're out of timeouts. Game over. 0. Lose to the 49ers. You can go back to the late 90s of this team finding pathetic and laughable ways to lose in the playoffs. And I'm sorry, you have to. It is a structural problem. Jerry Jones is an idiot. He is a moron. He doesn't know what he's doing. He hasn't known what he's doing since the 90s. And even then, he didn't even really have that much knowledge because it was Jimmy Johnson. And then I can't even remember the name of the coach who replaced him, who managed to walk into a championship team. Jimmy Johnson made Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones thinks he can do it without him. Frankly, if he hired Jimmy Johnson right now, they'd have a better chance of winning than they have Mike McCarthy's bum ass. I mean, seriously, like, how many times does a coach and a team have to show you who they are when it matters most for you to believe them? Like, I'm sorry. If you're a Cowboys fan, if I say this as a Lions, I would want Mike McCarthy on the street, homeless, gone, out of my sight, never again. Because he is the problem. And so is owner. Everything is a problem. This whole Cowboys organization is horrible. It's horrible from the top, from Jerry Jones to the bottom, to the players who are there for finesse, who are there for the media, who are there for, big lights, bright stage, national broadcasts, all that. They're not a team. They're a brand. They're like an ad on YouTube. They're not a unit. They're in it. They're all in it for themselves. Micah Parsons is the only guy out there on defense who gives us something of a damn. Like, and you got CeeDee Lamb, who at the beginning of this game, CD, were you even there? Like, seriously, in the first half, it was like, CD's not catching balls. What, you get the record and then you decide you're done? You win 12 games, CD, and then you know what? I don't want to play anymore. I quit. Like, this is, you know what the Dallas Cowboys are? They're the kid. When you were in your childhood, when you were a kid, you were playing kickball, you were playing catch the flag, whatever. And the moment they start to lose, that kid just quits. That's the Dallas Cowboys. They start to lose. Oh, I don't want to play anymore. I don't like this game. It's like, of course you don't like this game. You're getting your ass kicked every year. And it's always, and again, like I said, it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's always fun, but it's never shocking. I mean, seriously, I'll say this as someone who picked the Cowboys to win. You managed to lose to a 7 seed. A 7 seed has never won a playoff game. You managed to do something that not only has never happened, you did it in the most embarrassing fashion where you gave up a touchdown. You gave up 20 points in one quarter, and the most you had to answer for was some garbage time touchdowns at the end of the game where you couldn't even get the 2-point, where your all-star kickers missing extra points because of the ineligible man downfield. Hey, probably should have reported. I'm sorry. I want to rub that in because this is a Cowboys team that, for one, shouldn't have even been the 2 seed. But you know what? I wouldn't have had it any other way. Because them screwing the Lions allowed them to have this level of embarrassment. You know it's bad. You know it's bad, Cowboys fans, when the Packers have a better record in your stadium against you than you do against them. That's when you know it's bad. When the Packers basically have a vacation home in Dallas, that's when you know it's bad. But I could ramble about the Cowboys being absolutely terrible for ages and ages and eons and centuries, and the stars could all, turn to dust, and the heat death of the universe could kill us all. But one thing will remain certain. The Cowboys will inevitably find a way to screw it up. And it's on Dak, it's on the receivers, it's on the defense, it's on the coaching, and of course, at the top of it, it's on Jerry Jones. Because for too long has he held this team hostage. And he's never going to sell the team. So Cowboys fans, get that out of your head. He's never going to sell the team. But he needs to step down as the general manager of sorts, because he just clearly doesn't know what he's doing. He again, it's a brand. It's not a team. It's a brand. It's a marketing ploy. It's this America's team. I'm sorry, if you haven't made an NFC Championship game since before I was born, you're not America's team. You're a laughingstock. You're a punchline. So I'll always enjoy laughing at Cowboys fans, especially because they were, before the Rams, the only team to have lost to the Lions in the playoffs, and they got blown out too, by the way. But I will never let them live this down. I really won't. So anytime I hear a Cowboys fan talk about Dak, anytime I hear him talk about Jerry Jones and Jerry's boys and AT&T State, 48-32, and it should have been 100-0. That's all I'll say. And I said a lot. So there you go. Hey there, what you just watched was actually a clip from a larger show that we do every Tuesday night. What are you doing Tuesday night? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button so that you don't miss out on any more of our weekly shows every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there.